Okay, hello sixth graders. We are going to be working on a new root today. Our root is T-E-N-D. It can also be spelled T-E-N-S, tense. T-E-N-S-E, also tense with a silent E at the end. Tense, and then T-E-N-T, which is tent. Up here at the top, we are going to be writing the definition, so go ahead and get your pencils ready. The definition for the root tend, spelled all those different ways, is to stretch. So let's write that in. It also means to offer or to aim. So remember, we write not only, let's move that over there. We write not only because it helps us get that in our brain, but it also helps us refer to that. We don't have to flip pages. It's all right there for us. Okay, now let's keep those definitions in mind when we're talking about words we can create with the prefixes and suffixes. If tend is going to be our root, then we have our prefixes and suffixes in all the boxes that are around this. So let's start adding things to our root to create new words. So let's start off, with maybe one of the tenses itself, one of the root tenses itself, the word tense. Put that in there, a little dash after it. So if we're going to use the word tense, we have to make sure that the definitions that we have that go along with it uses the word to stretch, to offer, to aim. So we're thinking about tense. Think about like, oh my gosh, it's so tense in here. There's so much tension. That kind of means like something is stretched. Okay, that's that first part of the definition. Stretch. So it's stretched, thin, or tight. Let's write all this in here, thin / tight. So, oh my goodness, sometimes when you feel stressed, you have a lot of, you're tense in your shoulders, there's tension there. That's because your muscles are stretched, they really hurt. So that's a great definition for that one. Let's do another one too. Let's add this root here, where is it? A-T. And let's continue that thought. We add that as a prefix, right? And then we add what we have boxed, tend. What word did we just make? Attend, right? So what does attend mean? Hey, we do this in school every single day. In fact, I, as your teacher, do attendance every day. So attend or attendance means you're present, you are here. Now remember, present can be a multiple definition kind of word as well. You can have lots of different ways to spell presence or present, but in this case presence means that you're offering your presence, you're here. Presence. In this case, you are attending school, you are here today. Okay? So far, so good. Now to give you a heads up on some other words that you can create as you continue on, you can take the word attend and you can add some endings here. Take a look at that. Attend and then add an ed, what do you have? Attend, add an ing, what do you have? Also you can consider some prefixes to add on, okay? How about this word? If you take the word T-E-N-T and then add the prefix before it. Interesting. How can that go along with to stretch, to offer, or to aim? Go ahead and start working on this page. See how many you can come up with. Make sure that you have definitions that go along with each of them that include one of the words stretch, offer, or aim. Good luck. So to review, we have tense, which is itself part of the root, and it means stretched, thin, or tight. We have attend, so you have to ask yourself, okay, what's the root there? We can kind of block it off right there, right? Attend, there's tend, is to offer one's presence. And then we have intent, we can chunk the word there, in intent. That's an aim or a goal. All right, 6th grade, it's time for our mini lesson for today. On our mini lesson, we're going to talk about a suffix. The suffix is the on suffix. So whenever I write something in this way with a little line in front of it, it means there's part of a word before it, and then you have the suffix on. Now we often see this particular suffix in science words. Words like radon, radon. Or, oh, that's supposed to be part of an A. Or maybe you see it like as a neutron. Or maybe the word proton. Notice that on is always in there, O-N. The suffix on actually means literally a thing. Okay, a thing. My sloppy handwriting. So a proton, if you want to break this apart, a proton, pro meaning first, on meaning thing. So literally proton means a first thing. So when we talk about science words, it's a first thing. And if you really want to wow Mr. Young when you see him next time, tell him a proton is a positively charged particle. It's the first thing. It literally means first thing. For our purposes, we have that the root tend, and say we have on after it. Now we pronounce this word tendon, but if we split it just like this, tend will mean to stretch, and on means literally thing. So a tendon is a thing that stretches, that actually is a connector between our joints. Think of your knee as a joint that moves back and forth, but what's keeping it on, what's holding one part of your leg to the other part of the leg, those are tendons holding those on, and they stretch so they move. So a tendon is a stretchy part in your leg that moves, a stretchy thing. So let's apply that now to our workbook page 59. So if you turn to page 59, we have magic squares we're going to work on today. And if you go down your list, you'll see there's that word next to G, tendon. Now you know exactly what it is. See if you can find the definition for that one first. So here we are on workbook page 59, and I'm taking a look at the words on the left side. I'm going to make them a little bit bigger here. There. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to underline all of the roots, the ones that I recognize, and kind of separate them then from their prefixes and suffixes. And I bet I can do mine faster than you can do yours. Ready? You have to be accurate too. You can't just underline the whole thing and call it done. You have to underline just the root. Ready, set, go. I beat you. I know I did. I know I did. I beat you. I totally did. Okay, continuing on. So we have our definitions over on the right. Hopefully you already found tendon. But if we look at the definitions, number 1 says, not offering a meaning or goal, not with a purpose. Number 2, stretched thin, taut, or strained. Hey, that sounds familiar. Number 3, the offering of one's mental presence to focused observation. Number 4, to offer one's present to be present, like we are every single day in school. Number 5, tissue that stretches across the muscle. Number 6, to offer a meaning or a goal, to have a purpose in mind. Number 7, the range or stretch of time or space. Number 8, to offer false appearance, to fake. Number 9, act of stretching tight, act of becoming taut or strained. Number 10, something stretched, a portable cover of fabric stretched over framework. Okay, so we're going to take a look at a couple of these together. I'm hoping at this point that you already know tendon. Tendon was number 5. So let's see, put a 5 here for G. Tissue that stretches across the muscle. Okay, let's do another one together. Let's take a look and see if we can do A together. So A, remember we talked about A a little bit. There's that tension, right? Sometimes you have tension in your shoulders and your muscles have been stretched, right? They're stretched kind of thin. Now because it has that ION ending, it doesn't mean quite the in-your-face tense, stretched thin. In this case, it's going to be like an act of something, an act of stretching, an act of doing something. That's what that ION ending means, like an act. Something's going on here. So if we look down our list of definitions, let's see if you can find where it says an act of stretching something. Did you see it? Yeah, so it's going to be number 9. So A is 9. Now, we know A is 9 and G is 5. Now at this point I'm going to give you your magic number. If you don't want to know the magic number, you'll have to turn this off now and then you can go ahead and work on your magic square by yourself. But if you want a little bit of a hint, stay tuned. Ready? Okay. The magic number is how old Miss Davis is. That's right. The magic number is 18. Okay. So now that you know that, you can probably figure out D using your algebra, using your process of elimination. Which one is it going to be? Make sure you're using good test-taking skills. That means every time you use one, cross that one off. You know that one's done already. Move on to the next. Good luck. Well, I don't blame you because extend is a weird one. So if you take a look at extend, I'm actually going to give that one to you. It's number 7, the range or stretch of time and space. Now that really does not make a lot of sense. So we talk about tend being stretch, but hex for us always means out, right? Like exit means you're going out, exterior means the outside of your house. So extend should be like you're stretching out. So it doesn't really, I don't know, it doesn't go along with the stretch of time or space, but hey, that's why I gave it to you. It's a weird one. Go ahead and put down for C, number 7. All right, 6th grade, it's time for our next mini lesson. Our mini lesson this time is going to be the prefix super. So yet again, I'm going to write a word and then have a dash after it, meaning that there's more words that can come after it. But for today, prefix, the prefix super, it means over, above, too much. So let me write those down. Over, going over something, above, right? You're over the top of something. Here's your above and you're on top of it. And then we also have, and then too much. So too much of something. So let me show you what I mean in terms of other words and other roots. So if we have the root power and we add in the prefix super, hey, superpower. We have like too much power, or power is over and above everybody else's power, like Superman has a superpower. We can also have like market. Okay, so if we put our prefix super before market, what does that mean? Well, it means that this one is over and above all the other markets. This is not just a market, it is a supermarket, because they not only sell fruit, they also sell veggies and frozen pizzas and Takis and whatever else. So if you call, your mom just mom, that's great. But hey, if you add the prefix super and you don't just call her mom, you call her super mom, hey, that could get you some stuff here later on. So we're going to use this on our workbook page number 60. We're going to do the stair steps, and super is going to come in pretty handy on number 9. So if we take a look at that one together, I'll show you what I mean. So here we are on workbook page number 60, and I mentioned that a number 9, super, was going to come in handy. So I'm going to actually, oops, did that wrong. So what I'm actually going to do is I am doing everything wrong here. What's going on here? So what I'm going to do is I'm going to make this a little bit bigger. I swear that's what I'm going to do now. There we go. And we're going to take a look at number 9 together. So I said super. So S-U-P-E-R. Now the definition for number 9 says, people who aim care down upon groups, authorities who oversee groups. Okay, over, above, too much. Okay, interesting. Thank you, word build. That was a little strange. But this is going to be super, and then we're going to have intend, and then you're going to end it up with E-N-T-S, superintendents. Yeah, I know, that's crazy. We do have a superintendent of our school district, but we don't see a lot of him, but it's Tom Amadio. He's the superintendent. If we had more than one superintendent, it would be superintendents, and they're the ones who kind of oversee us as a group of students and teachers. All right, so if we come back here, we are again. If you take a look at number 7 has another box here at the end. Actually, you're going to want to shade that one in because we actually don't use it. They put that stair step in there just to complete the stair steps, but you don't put a letter in there, so it's just a little bit weird to have that there. So take a look, try those out. We have our definitions from yesterday that can help us out with our magic boxes. So take a look at those, see if those can help you, and go ahead and complete this. All right, this is for those who need hints. If you don't want a hint, turn this off. But if you are super stuck, this page is for you. So take a look at this, see if this helps you. So you have an E here, a P here, A, C, A, I, U. Oops. Just a little extra practice before we have our quiz. So number 1, tend, tense, or tent in words like extend, tense, and attentive mean what? A, declare, B, stretch or aim, C, mix or connect. If you said B, you are correct. Nice. Number 2, what is the meaning of the word extent? A, a connection, B, to speak out, or C, the space that something is stretched out. If you said C, you are right. Nice job. Okay, here's 2 more. So which word means not offering your presence to something? A, inattentive, B, pretend, C, tenting. So I know one of my big clues is the word not here. I keep doing that. Not. So if you have the word not, you have to have a prefix that's like un, or in this case, in, right? So A, inattentive, you're not attending to something, you're not offering your presence there. Number 7, which word means a stretching out? A, attention, B, extension, C, pretension. Again, here's this word here, out. I know out has words like exit and exoskeleton, goes on like that. So X meaning on the outside. So here's another X here. So the answer would be B, extension. Okay, get ready. We're going to go turn to workbook page 61 and take our quiz. Good luck. Alrighty, today is the day. It's our comprehension booster. We're going to take a look at this. This is going to go for a quiz grade. This is on your workbook page number 61. We look at the word bank down at the bottom. Let's go over these words together. The first one says attended, then go across and it says extension, attention, pretender, contend. Go down to the second row. It says tendon, contenders, tent, extend, and unintentional. Remember, we have the challenger at the bottom too. We always do the challenger because it doesn't hurt us to try it and we could get extra credit. So it's only a good thing if it works out and there's no harm, no foul if you get it wrong. I'm going to have you circle 2 of them today. The first one I'd like for you to circle is number 7. And the second one I'm going to have you circle is number 10. Those are the ones we're going to talk about together. Make that a little bit bigger. There we go. Okay, so number 7 says an accident might be called an blank incident. So whenever we see the word an before blank, we know the next word has to start with a vowel. So that's the first thing you're going to do is you're going to go down to the word bank. You're going to look at which words have a vowel and which words might make sense in a sentence. So the first vowel I see is attended. So does that make sense in the sentence though? An accident might be called an attended incident. That doesn't make any sense. What's something that means like you didn't mean to do it? So the word mean to, like you wanted to do something, that's intend, right? So if I'm looking for something that's not intended, what's that prefix that means not? Let's see. I see the word. It's unintentional. So we're going to put that in the blank. I'm going to try to put that in the blank. Unintentional. Yours should probably fit in the blank. Mine will not. Okay, so we got that one. We're going to make sure we cross that off in our word bank. Take a look at number 10. In every debate, different people blank that different views on matters are equally valid. So which word means like they're like arguing, they're telling you. Remember, contend is like stretching for a goal, stretching for, trying to get something. So in this case, we're going to use the word contend. Contend. And then we're going to cross that one off too. Okay, so from here on out, you can use your magic square box. You can use your stir steps from yesterday. Whatever it is you need to use to complete this, do a great job. Don't forget that challenger at the bottom. Make sure you use the right tenses in all of this and put your name in bold at the top and then turn into the high desk when you're done. Good luck, do a good job, take your time.